Self-love. What is it and how do we give ourselves more of it? Hello everyone, my name is Chris Flippin and I'm here to help you find your happiness. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit about myself and what happened and how I fell out of love and what are the things that I did to be able to show myself more, figure out how to give myself more self-love. So a while back, I had quite a few micro traumatic experiences that all happened in such a short amount of time that I don't really know when or how or when or like where it happened, right? But I actually forgot how to love myself. And this was an epiphany that I had when I was sitting or writing in my journal one day. I was just like, wow, like somewhere along the way I fell out of love. Like I forgot how to love myself. So one of the things that I did is I asked myself three questions. Question number one was, do I think about myself the way that I think about others? Now that for me, was the answer to that was no, right? And so when we sit here and think about it, or ponder the situation here, is when we look at other people, when we think about somebody that we love, we think about them, we hold them in very high regards, right? And we put them up on a pedestal, and yet we forget to put ourselves up on that pedestal with them because we are just as important as they are. There's nothing that makes us any less of a person or any less than they are. So that's question number one. Do you think about yourself the way that you think about others that you love? All right. Question number two is, do you feel the same way about yourself that you feel about others that you love? Okay. And for me, the answer to that question at the time was no. I didn't feel the same way, right? Obviously, when you the way that you feel about someone is going to be extremely important in how you treat them, right? And so it's really important to make sure that we feel the same way, that we, hold ourselves in that same loving embrace that we would want to hold somebody else. All right. So question number three is, do you do the same things that you would do for somebody else that you love unconditionally? Right. And again, at the time when I first asked myself these questions, the answer to that was no. So the thing is that we have to make sure, in order to show ourselves love, is that we think about ourselves in the same way, that we feel about ourselves the same way, and that we do the same things that we would do for others. So one of the things that I do for myself now is, I take myself out to the movies, I take myself out to nice dinners, I cook nice dinners for myself, you know, I clean up my place every day. Those are things that I would do for somebody that I love. So again, it's extremely important to remember that we have to be doing all of the same feeling, thinking, and doing the same things that we would do for somebody else for ourselves. And the reason that's so important is, here's the final questions that, these are like little bonus questions, right? And these are things that I ask myself as well, okay? How can I expect somebody else to love me if I don't love myself? How can I expect somebody else to respect me if I don't respect myself? And how can I expect anybody else to accept me for who I am if I don't accept myself for who I am? So it's extremely important to remember all of these things are ways that you can start showing yourself some more love. Start thinking about yourself. Start thinking nicely about yourself. I know in the past I used to sit here and think, oh my gosh, I'm such a jerk. I can't believe I messed up, and all these things that just kept playing around in my head. So I changed that. I stopped thinking about myself as that person who messed up, that person who made mistake after mistake, or the person who gave up on himself. Okay, I stopped thinking about myself that way. And I started thinking about myself as the awesome, charismatic, happy go lucky person that I am, right? And then I started making sure that I felt that way, right? And by changing the way you think is going to start making you feel that way about yourself. You're going to start feeling more caring about yourself. You're going to want to get up in the morning and make your bed and brush your teeth and take a shower and all those things, that we do for ourselves when we really care about ourselves, right? And then again, most importantly, is making sure that you're doing all the things that you would do for yourself. And I think that's one of the things that I really want to stress on in this video, is start doing the things for yourself that really make you happy. Now, that's one of the things that I realized in the past, that I was always doing some things for other people, and I never did those same things for myself. And even though I got to a point where I was, have had everything that I had ever desired at the time, right? I still wasn't happy. Why? because I wasn't doing the same things. I wasn't feeling the same way and thinking the same way about myself that I was about others. All right, everybody. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, smash that thumbs up button. And please share this video with somebody that you think it might be helpful for, because we never know when the right words from the right person will hit somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. Until next time, I love you all. Namaste. And don't forget to click that subscribe button.